Said you never met somebody like me. I'm not surprised, babe. Said you never met somebody like me. I'll show you why, babe. I'm somebody that you will meet once in your life, babe. Once in your life, babe. Now don't be shy, babe. I can make you walk the walk. Baby, I can show you how to talk the talk. Ooh, I can show you what you want. Things that you never ever even thought. Ooh, and if you like it, we can run it back. Just try not to get too attached. I don't chase, baby, I attract. It's my world, don't you forget that. You got it. Don't you try to play with me, boy. My eyes on it. Amethyst princess, baby, I'm spoiled. Love it when you rock my body. Once I start, oh, you can't stop me, boy. I don't care, you're not my type. It don't matter if you're hitting it right, oh boy. I can make it ultraviolet. I can make it ultraviolet. I can make it ultraviolet. You try to cross me, I get violent. You've been chased around by these other girls, but that's not me, never will be. You've been looking for someone to evolve your world, and you're looking at me and you should be. I can make you walk the walk. Baby, I can show you how to talk the talk. Ooh, I can show you what you want. Things that you never ever even thought. Ooh, and if you like it, we can run it back. Just try not to get too attached. I don't chase, baby, I attract. It's my world, don't you forget that. You got it. Don't you try to play with me, boy. My eyes on it. Amethyst princess, baby, I'm yours. Love it when you rock my body. Once I start, oh, you can't stop me, boy. I don't care, you're not my type. It don't matter if you're hitting it right, oh boy. I can make it ultraviolet. I can make it ultraviolet. I can make it ultraviolet. You try to cross me, I get violent. Love it when you rock my body. Once I start, oh, you can't stop me, boy. I don't care, you're not my type. It don't matter if you're hitting it right, oh boy. I can make it ultraviolet. I can make it ultraviolet. I can make it ultraviolet. You try to cross me, I get violent.
Doing? How y'all doing? Good evening, Kiwiverse! Yeah! Sorry guys, try not to hoot and holler too much. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I thought I clicked all the buttons. We are back with a Yapathon. And I know you guys have missed this. Because it's been a minute. If I do say so myself. Hello, Carson. Hello, Dean. Hello, Owl. Hello, Paige. Hello, Lunar. We got the gangs all fucking here. The gang is all fucking here. Happy Friday, everybody. Felonies ended today. Somber's already been ended. We don't even have to fucking discuss him anymore because honestly, after my birthday pictures were dropped, and honestly, like, yeah, pretty much since that point, we haven't even heard anything about him. So, yeah, he's been ended. Felony, unfortunately, is, like, still kicking somehow, but we'll get there. We will get there. It's just a little kiwi. Like, I don't know if anybody, maybe it's just a little, wait. I'm trying to make a cat. No, it's just a heart. I don't know, guys. But we are so fucking back is the point. Yeah. So, lots of things to discuss, obviously. Many things have happened. But also nothing has happened at all. So, let's talk about my birthday, because that's obviously the most, I saw that. And for Taylor Swift, it just tracks. I'm sorry. I have to mind what I say about Taylor Swift because when I become super mega famous one day, like, I just don't want to get jumped by the Stannies. But just know, if you know, you know. Anyways, obviously, so it was my birthday. I was supposed to stream my birthday. My cord broke because of a certain little someone whose name starts with a K. She was just playing around, playing in my shit, knocked my mic over. I thought my mic was broken. That would have been a lot more expensive to fix, but luckily it was just my cord. So, very, very lucky. I'm an idiot, though. I forgot that I could just go to Guitar Center and fucking trade in the cord. Ordered a whole new one. I always do this. I always just end up ordering shit. What are you gonna do? But, yeah, Kiwi was causing havoc, and that is why we didn't get a birthday stream. But also, I think I needed a fucking break. Guys, I've been having a stressful past little bit of life, okay? So I think I need a little bit of break. I know I had a long break, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta get another break. Obviously, got a new tattoo. It is inspired by it's a Majora's Mask tattoo, if we're being real, but it's really inspired by the Ben Drowned creepypasta, because at the end of the day, like, I am just like a bitch who was on YouTube at like too young of an age. I was already fucking afraid of Ben Drowned, okay? Like I'm not Ben Drowned, Majora's Mask. I was fucking terrified of that game. That was the first game I ever played that like scared me shitless. I literally, like, I remember when I first played that game, I literally slept with the lights on, the door open. I checked my mom sleep in my room. She was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you're scared. Go to bed. My parents didn't give a fuck. They, like, really didn't care if I was, like, stressed out or anything. So, like, I was up for nights, for days. It was a nightmare. So, then, of course, when I found Ben Drowned, it was fucking over. No. I haven't. Truthfully, I haven't. I have not seen that. What do you mean by that? Anyway. Yeah. So, if you don't know, yes, I'm in the Discord. If you don't know, in the Ben Drowned creepypasta, this guy gets a haunted copy of Majora's Mask. That all this crazy, like, super scary shit keeps happening. You guys already know I'm afraid of technology coming alive, okay? So it was just scary as fuck. Like, all of a sudden there's this really scary, like, little idol of Link following him around, and it just keeps repeating on the screen. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Like, there's fucking, like, all sorts of scary shit that happens. The game save file is just starts saying Ben drowned, and it's like, oh, Ben's haunting the game. Like, as a kid, this was huge. This was like, whoa, I didn't even think that could fucking happen. And as we already know, like I said, I was afraid of the DVD skipping. So, I was afraid of everything as a kid. A creepypasta, everybody keeps asking me this, and I did not know how little, like, I didn't know what niche side of the internet, I thought everybody knew what a creepypasta was. Apparently they don't. I've been saying this to everybody, and people are like, yeah, I don't know what that is. And I'm like, oh, okay, I was just genuinely chronically online. Like, oh, I thought you were saying me too. Like, Slenderman, like, it's like a copy pasta, but it's creepy. So, like, it's just a scary story, but it's, like, internet, like, it's, like, things that, like, there was Slenderman. Somebody made the first Slenderman story. Somebody copied it, then they added on to it. And then it became, like, this whole lore. Same with Jeff the Killer, same with Smile Dog. Ben Drowned is a creepypasta. It's basically just a scary story that originated, and people thought it was real because, like, back in the day, like, what's it called? Like, back in the day, like, people didn't know if this shit was haunted. Like, video games, like, you didn't know. Like, it was very much like, well, yeah, it was very much like urban legend. Like, Ben drowned. Like, a lot of these things were urban legends, but, like, they just turned into creepypasta. Like, yes, like, Trapped at Disney. All of these, like, I did not know that people, like, didn't know this. And that's why I think it's so funny, because, like, for my birthday last year, I made my friends do, like, a PowerPoint night, and one of my friends made, like, like a history of creepypasta, and it was just cracking me up because no one knew what it was. Except for, like, a few other people. But, like, oh my god, like, wow, I've always been chronically online. Like, okay. But, yeah. So, when I tell people that I have a new tattoo, I've just been saying it's a Majora's Mask tattoo, because realistically, that's what it is. It is the first game to scare me. But it's a double-edged sword. It's a it was a double thing. Slenderman never really scared me that bad. Like, honestly, if I'm being real with you, like, he would, like, Slenderman was, like, not my bias. Same with, like, Jeff the Killer. Like, I would, like, didn't really, like, I wasn't really phased. Like, I like the Slenderman games and the lore, but, like, the concept, like, I was just like, oh, I'd never go in the woods at night, so this, like, doesn't scare me. But I remember I went on this trip when I was a kid. It was, like, this, like, nature's classroom type thing. I think it was, like, a thing that you just did in Massachusetts when you were younger. And, they are kind of boring, but I remember they took us into the woods at night for this, like, nighttime hike, and I remember being like, oh my god, Slenderman is genuinely in these woods right now. Because you aren't, like, low-key aren't afraid of the woods at night until you're in the woods at night, because you can't see shites. You genuinely can't see shite. There's literally just shit, like, fucking running around in the trees. Like, you don't know if that shit's a coyote. You don't know anything. So, yeah, that's probably why. I think mine was the Smile Dog. But, yeah. I always thought Smile Dog was scary. I always thought the ones where, like, it was completely out of your control were scary. Like, that's why I didn't find, like, Slenderman that scary, because I was like, okay, like, I would just never end up in that scenario. Like, I was just like, okay, like, that's not me. But, like, Smile Dog is, like, somebody emails you that shit, and then I'd be, like, afraid to check my email. Like, obviously, Ben drowned. Like, you don't know if your video game is going to be haunted. And like I said, guys, like, the DVD would skip, and I would think the DVD was haunted. Like, the fact that it was doing something on its own that I didn't instruct it to do scared the shit out of me. So the concept of a video game that you know how the game goes, and it just it leads astray, and the game has, like, a life of its own. Great concept. 10 out of 10 creepypasta. And people made really convincing, like, videos of it. So, like, obviously I was a kid and I believed it. I was like, oh my god, this is the real footage. Like, it was clearly, like, somebody made it. Like, they modded the game. Or even just, like, used, I don't know. I actually don't know how they made it. It was pretty impressive for the time. Squidward Suicide scared me. Oh! I'm so glad you brought that up. That one scared me bad. Because obviously, it goes without saying. It goes without fucking saying how I feel about Bob. I don't even need, if you're new here, I don't know if there are any new people here. I care about SpongeBob very deeply. That's all I'll say, because we'll spend too much time talking about it. But obviously, when I saw that Squidward Suicide one, I genuinely thought it was real, and I was fucking distraught. And I remember the picture, like, I know it's like a meme now, but, like, that picture scared the shit out of me as a kid. And no, me and Paige used to watch these, like, lost media, like, Blame It on Jorge. Like, ooh, his, like, lost media compilations. Like, the concept of media being lost has always just unnerved me. Because there was one of them. It was, like, this Phineas and Ferb episode. It was, like, a special. And I remember watching it, like, on TV. Like, I literally remember, like, me and my sister, like, watched it. And it was, it was, like, an April Fool's thing. And they changed everything up. So, like, they would, like, change little things about, like, the episode that had already aired. And like, they would, like, make somebody's hair color different, or, like, they'd be, like, doing something weird. Like, if they're supposed to be holding something, they'd be holding, like, a beach ball instead. Like, it was just, like, supposed to be, like, how many differences can you spot in this episode? And it was this whole thing. And I remember watching one of those, like, lost media things, and it was completely gone. And I remember that happening. Like, I remember me and my sister, like, playing this game, like, and, like, watching it on our little, like, square, like, box TV. I think eventually they did find it. But, because, like, it's, like, I always just think, like, it's got to be on somebody's, like, fucking DVR somewhere. But it's just so crazy, like, there's so much media that is just completely wiped. And that is so uncomfortable to me. Like, the fact that, like, this could have been on TV and all of these people could have seen it. And, like, TV is a very widespread thing, especially, like, cable. Like, there was a time period where, like, HBO, like, a lot of people didn't even have HBO. Like, if you had TV, you had cable. So, yeah, they're just nowhere. And it's like, it's unnerving. So like Lost Media, like I know it's not a creepypasta, but it's always kind of just like giving me like a little chill down my spine. But yeah. Damn, I was on YouTube. I honestly think the first thing I ever did when I got my iPad, or like even like got on access to a computer, was watch on YouTube. I remember like, because I remember like my babysitters at the time like showing me like YouTube as a website, and then like showing me all these videos, like those like really really viral videos from like back in the day, like the one of that cat jumping to that song Sail, or like the one of like shoes, like the muffins video, like I think it was by the same guy, like all those like really early viral videos, you know, like Charlie the Unicorn, all of it. And then obviously like I just stayed on YouTube. I didn't really watch, like I feel like I got to a point where I didn't watch a lot of TV and all I was watching was YouTube. And this was at a point, I know that YouTube was not perfect at this point, but I still think YouTube was like way 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 better back then, because it was not like it was brain rot, but it was low-key the same type of brain rot that you would see on like iCarly. Like there was no AI or anything like that. Like I will say it was a lot less, like, what's the word I'm thinking of, like politically correct. A lot of it was really offensive, so we were kids and like didn't know what it meant. So I'm not talking about that shit, like that was wrong. I don't think that we should have been consuming that type of media, let me make that clear. But like a lot of, like I used to watch a lot of like kids react, like, and like I would be like, oh, like these kids are reacting to this and I'm reacting to this, or like, you know, like YouTubers react. Like I used to watch so much, like obviously like I feel like everybody my age watched PewDiePie. Okay, I used to watch a lot of PewDiePie. I used to watch a lot of Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. I did not play about a gaming YouTuber. I would watch literally any single gaming YouTuber that came on my screen, and I would watch every single video game, because like when you're like a girl, like low-key, they just like don't get you video games. Like me and my sister had like fucking Cookie Mama and like Mario Kart. Like we had like a Wii. Like we didn't like that's why, like, okay, total other subject. But we'll get back to YouTube. But I kind of get frustrated when like I'm trying to play like a first person or third person shooter game, and people are just like, you're trash, you're trash. It's like, I am so jealous of women whose parents were like low key like woke as fuck and like got them games like that, because like I asked for games like that and my parents were like, that's like a boy game. Like I was not allowed to play games like that. Like even GTA, like I remember being like 15 and begging my mom to like buy it because they wouldn't let me buy it at GameStop because I was too young, and she was like, no, you don't need that. Like, why can't you just play like your DS? And I was like, girl, like even on my DS, like I got really lucky with being able to play Pokemon games, or like, but even then I wasn't playing like the main Pokemon games as a kid. Like I was playing like fucking like Pikachu's Golf, like, or like some bullshit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was never really given the opportunity to play games that my parents deemed not girl games. And I feel like a lot of girls have that experience. And then like when you like actually like are super interested in video games, like you end up playing all these games. Like a lot of the games that I played growing up were on the internet, games that my parents had like bought for me, or I would go to my friend's house who had like older siblings, and I would just like be at their house like every single day. So I would literally play them at my parents, like at not at my parents, at my friend's house. The only thing is my dad eventually did get like a PS3 for himself, and I played like the majority of Modern Warfare 2 on it. I was terrible at it though, because at this point I was like, I feel like you have to grow up with these types of games to get really good a lot of the time. Like I feel like my window for being good at shooting games is just done, because like it's hard for me to learn now. Like learning something as an adult, like I know that's maybe like it's a little bit like giving like excuse, but it's like the communities are so toxic that it makes me not want to learn, because it's not like people are nice to you as you're learning. And like when I was younger, like if they were being toxic to me, like we all kind of suck, you know what I mean? Like when you're young, you like low-key suck. I mean, everybody sucks, and you're just like a squeaker and you're like yelling. But like, I don't know, the gaming community as a whole, you say this and people will jump you, but like the gaming community as a whole is very unfriendly and unwelcoming towards women. Like that's why I feel like it's so like, and I remember, I think there was, what was it called, like Gamergate. I don't know everything about it, but like a few years ago there was like the Gamergate, where this woman came out and was like, yeah, gaming is really unfriendly and unwelcoming towards women, and I would like to change that. Like, how about we put women in real clothes instead of like having them be these fighter characters and like their entire bodies hanging out, and it's like not like, but the male characters are not like that. How about we stop creating such misogynistic spaces in gaming? People lost their shit. And honestly, I think it would have the same reaction if people tried to do that today. But if you're a woman and you're like, yeah, when I try to play video, like, I cannot play with voice chat when I'm playing any type of shooting game. Like, honestly, like, any type of, like, MMO, like, anything. Like, if I want to play fucking League of Legends, God forbid, which, by the way, I face League of Legends player allegations a lot. And I don't play League of Legends. And it's honestly, like, really fucking offensive. But yeah, like, you literally have, like, a girl in the new GTA. People are like, they're woke baiting. Like, they're fucking they're getting woke. GTA got woke. Like, what do you mean? Well, yeah, it's like the women don't need to be half naked. And let me say, I love a cunty ass bitch in a video game, okay? That's where, like, I like when the women are wearing cunty outfits. But, like, I'm sorry, like, we don't need jiggle physics in a fighting game. Like, if you're gonna do that, then objectify the male characters, too, because I'd like to see a little something. I'd like to see a little something. Take their clothes off, too. But that's just not what the audience wants. And I feel like we are at a point now. Oh my god, that's the other thing. Like, when they make, like, realistic looking female characters, and then people are like, oh, actually, then why'd they make them ugly? It's like, bro, like, especially the worst part is when it's children. When people make, like, a regular kid-looking character, and they're like, they made the kid ugly. Like, why does the kid need to be hot? What is wrong with you people? It's the gamer community, not surprised, full of fucking weirdos. But, yeah, like, it's just, I don't know. Like, sometimes I even look at, like, Marvel Rivals, like, the promotions that they do for, like, the female characters, and I'm like... And the thing is, though, like, they low-key do. Like, I feel like horror games at least know their audience a little bit better. Like, I will say, like, I've been on this hill forever that the Silent Hill, in almost every, like, real Silent Hill entry, let's be real, the villain is misogyny. They're very feminist games. Hill I will die on. Can I say the same about, like, Resident Evil? Like, not really. I mean, we can get into those themes, like, at a different date. However, Leon Kennedy is being whored out. They know. Like, they know. They make him look fine as fuck. And I'm sorry, he's a gentleman. He's a beautiful man. Don't blame me for looking. Don't blame me. But you know what? They could be doing more. I agree. They could be doing more. But I don't know. I do get frustrated sometimes because, like, gaming is such a huge thing. Like, no, literally, like, I low-key think that, like, it wasn't, like, I know you're kidding, but, like, people were saying, like, unironically that it was woke slop. And I'm like, wait, like, I don't think it is, though. like, I know that you're kidding, but, like, people really did think that. And I'm like, wait, like, no, like, the plot of this game is actually really interesting. And, like, I think using misogyny as a villain in horror is what, like, a lot of things are feminist horror that you wouldn't think are feminist horror. Like, if you really break down the actual plot points of it, like, it is. It really is. It is. Just saying. Like, it's, I don't know. I love it. I love Silent Hill. You guys know I love Silent Hill. We don't have to get into that. But, it's like saying I love SpongeBob. What else is new? But, I don't know. I do get very discouraged with just, like, gaming as a whole. And it does make me really sad because I just wish it was more welcoming to women. Like, it's still bad. Like, you would think that now it would be different. Like, I would say it's arguably the exact same as when I was a kid. And, like, when I was a kid, I just never got the opportunity to get, like, even if you're a woman who's really good at these games, that's what sucks. Like, you watch these videos of these women who play, like Rainbow Six Siege and, like, all these other games like that, like Arc Raiders, all these games, and they're just shitting on people, and it's just them, like getting into these arguments with guys and then, like, killing them, and then they just get mad. And yes, it's satisfying, but it's sad that it, like, I know that it's gonna happen no matter what. I mean, people are misogynistic. It's not, what else, you know, like, grass is green. But, like, it just does make me sad. Like, it just does make me sad. Well, that's the thing. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. Men did immediately hate Silent Hill F because they couldn't upskirt the teenage character, and then they just wrote the game off. And, like, yeah, Male and female horror movies are definitely very different. That's a whole other thing we can get into. But like male horror, like I actually was watching this video essay one time about this girl who she was like she did like a college dissertation on the difference between what like women horror and men horror, but it was more like what men and women find scary in the horror genre. And I thought it was interesting because a lot of the men were so afraid of like being alone at night and like being chased by somebody. And like I feel like that type of horror like doesn't phase women because that's just a reality. Like that's like you're walking home from work. Like you're already afraid of that on a daily basis. So like when you see it in horror, it's like, yeah, that's like my walk home. Like, you know what I mean? It's nothing that fucking crazy. But like a lot of women's horrors were like having their autonomy taken away. And some, I don't know, I'm kind of misquoting the video. I saw it like a long time ago, but I just thought that was really interesting. But yeah, well, that's the thing with like every like I feel like competitive shooting game. Like when you get good at that game, like people just get evil, and that's why I'm sorry. Like I like to have fun playing video games, and yes, I do talk shit when I'm playing like Dead by Daylight, but like nobody can hear me, and like even if they could, it's fucking Dead by Daylight, okay? Like I'm sorry, like Dead by Daylight is 90% gay people that play that game. Like if you're straight and you play Dead by Daylight, like you literally like what are you even doing here? It's like weird. Like get out, like. And the straight people that play it are really annoying. And they're like, I remember when Sable came out and everybody was like, I have to hook every Sable because she reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. Like, oh my god, like, please get a job and, like, touch grass. And, like literally, like, legit people who don't leave the house. Like, they were the only people being annoying. So it's just, like, I don't know, like, deep, like, I don't know, Dead by Daylight, like, yes, I do talk shit in video games, but it's, like, all in good fun. Like, I'm not sitting here calling somebody a fucking slur. If you are on a video game and you're feeling the need to call somebody a fucking slur, you need to, like, genuinely get a job. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you just have to get a job. Like, I just find that to be so insane. And people who, like, I don't know, I used to be friends with this kid. Great person, by the way. Love him. We all used to have this little gaming group together, and this was before I had a PC, so I would, like, kind of watch people play games, or I would play the games that I could on, like, my little Mac. But his brother would break a keyboard a week. Like, when I tell you, like, we would always just, like, constantly hear his brother screaming in the background, be like, what the fuck? Like, legit, like, top of his lungs. And they weren't even in the same room. That's how loud he was. And you would hear these huge crashes, like, all the time. And he would go through literally, like, a computer, like, literally a keyboard a week. And his parents would just buy him a new one. Like, he would go through controllers, he would go through monitors, like, just because he would get so mad and break shit. Like, I'm sorry, like, if you are getting to that point where you are breaking things, maybe we should cut down on the video games. Like, I'm sorry, like, that seems like a way bigger investment than it's worth. And you clearly don't like playing it. Why do you play? Like, I love a casual game. I love it. I love it. And I do love getting competitive with video games too, but it has to be in good fun. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and let my blood pressure rise over a fucking video game. I'm just not. If that happens, I will log off. And I'll take a break. Because I have emotional regulation skills. But like, no, literally, like, it's not that fucking serious. Like, okay, Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage is different. Because there's a lot on the line there. I have thrown my iPad because of that before. But, like, I wasn't, like, mad. I was just like, oh, my God. Like, it's never serious. Like, and if it is serious, like, I get over it. It's gonna be fine. But, like, what's it called? Like, you guys have seen me get very frustrated beating boss battles, like, while I'm streaming. And I'm just, like, I just get mad. But I'm not gonna fucking throw my controller. And then when I get too mad, I'm like, guys, I just can't do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Like, I'm just gonna get off stream. Because then it's like, I'm just mad. Like, I don't know. I'm a human. And if something's making you that fucking mad, then don't play it. But yeah, I hate that. Like, I've had, like, ex-boyfriends that were like that, too. And they're just, like, fucking, like, lose a game and start genuinely, like, throwing shit. And they're, like, they let it ruin their whole fucking night. And I'm like... like, wait, like, no, it's like, I need to calm down. I'm a grown adult. That's literally what it is. Like, if you're, like, 10 years old and you're getting upset, like, you don't have the emotional regulation skills yet. But, like, if you're, like, genuinely above the age of, like, 17, come on. Come on. I also don't understand people that, like, I don't know, like, I hate that. I hate that. I remember, like, I had this, like, when I was, like, a Tinder warrior, like, I had this, like, virtual date with this guy one time. He was, like, begging me to play video games together. I'm like, okay, well, I don't really play the games that you play. Like, I only play, like, I play Valorant, but I suck. He's like, no, it's okay, I'll carry you. Of course, I'm like fucking 19 when this happened, so I'm so dumb. I'm like, okay, like you can carry me. We're in Swift play, mind you. If you don't play Valorant, Swift play is like legit like easy mode. Like you play, like, honestly, a lot of people actually use Swift play as honestly like their own fucking Tinder. A lot of the e-daters, but whatever. He was like super like some comp rank or whatever, and like literally didn't leave the house, so all he did was fucking play Valorant. But it might be now. I don't know. No, it's not a bot lobby. There are people who play, but it's just like it's like a casual game. Like there's not many stakes in Swift play, and it's a quicker game than like a full on round. Because like usually like if you play like a regular game of Valorant, you're gonna be there for like 45 minutes. It might take you like 45 minutes to get through a game, and you can't really get up and leave. So it's just like a cutesy little fun, you know. And this guy was genuinely tweaking. Like, yeah, there's no sweats. I mean, there are people who sweat, but like it's kind of looked down upon to sweat, at least in my experience in Swift play, because most people who are playing Swift play are new or just like don't take the game very serious. But like people are usually nicer in Swift play as well. But also it's mostly men that are like, if men find out you're a girl, God forbid, men find out you're a girl in Swift play, oh, they're trying to get your Discord quick. I remember I used voice chat one time. Everybody's like, what's your Discord? What's your Discord? I can teach you how to play. Oh my god, there's a girl in here. Like, they literally act like they've never seen a woman. And honestly, I don't think that many of them have. But anyway, he was tweaking. He was like, why wouldn't you fucking peek out there? What the fuck? Like, are you fucking stupid? And I was like, okay, you need to fucking chill out. Like, I told you I'm bad at this game. Like, and then he's like getting mad at the other team. And he's like, oh my god, like, these people fucking suck, blah, blah. And I was just like, okay, like, I think I'm gonna get off. Because, like, you're, like, really emotional right now. And, like, I just, like, find this really unattractive. I was just like, this is, like, a lot. And he's like, I'm sorry, I really take this serious. Like, you don't understand what Valorant means to me. Like, Valorant helped me, like, when my ex left me, like, Valorant was all I had. And I was just like, okay. Okay. So we go again, and he's just like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, yeah, I'm getting off. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you have, like, mental problems. Like, you literally have mental problems. Like, that's honestly, and I'll tell you guys one thing. That is genuinely not the first time I went on one of these e-dates like this. Okay? And I'm not talking about e-dates, like, as in, like, they lived in a different place. Like, they lived somewhere near me. We just didn't meet up in person. Because I'm not an e-dater, guys, okay? As much as I might look like I'm not beating the allegations, I have never e-dated. The only time I ever e-dated was because this guy that I was dating in person moved, and then we broke up because I was like, yeah, I can't do this. This is, like, too much. Can't take the pressure of it. And he was, like, really annoying anyway, so, like, beside the point. But, yeah, I was doing the e-dates because I didn't want to just, like, meet up with these guys, like, in person. I was trying to practice safety. Because, you know, I was, like, a dumbass when I was a kid. Not a kid, but, like, when I was, like, a younger teenager, like, I was dumb. I would genuinely meet up with anybody, and then the people would be weird. I'd be like, oh, I gotta go home. So, yeah, basically, this would happen so many times. Like, I remember I had this one other e-date, and the guy was, like, legitimately, like, yelling at his mom to, like, make him food, like, screaming at her. Like, while he was, like, I made a whole story time about this. Like, while he was, like, trying to play with me, and then he was, like, terrible at the game, and then yelling at me. I was like, okay, like, you have, like, serious mental problems. I was like, I'm sorry, like, I have to go, and then I, like, blocked him. And then he, like, made a new number and, like, kept texting me. And he was like, you're just like my ex. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I've had, like, I've had nightmare scenarios with men, guys, but, yeah, it was genuinely a mess. So the moral of the story is, like, really don't go on e-dates with, like, any guy ever. Literally ever. But especially don't do it playing Valorant. Or Overwatch. Or Counter-Strike. You meet a guy that plays Counter-Strike on, like, a daily basis, unless it's, like, no, just don't even talk to him. Honestly, let's go through it right now. You meet a guy that plays League of Legends. Counter-Strike. Especially Counter-Strike. Because those motherfuckers are gambling. Those motherfuckers are gambling, I'll tell you that. You think they have money? They don't. All their money is in fucking Counter-Strike. And then, can I just go on a rant about this? I'm sorry. I find this to be crazy. Like, I know that I have somewhat of a gambling addiction when it comes to the Pokemon cards, but at least they're, like, tangible things that I can physically sell in person. And also, like, I don't know. I like it. Okay, whatever. But with Counter-Strike, you are gambling over skins in-game. You can't, it's not a tangible thing. What? What do you mean? I used to talk to this guy. And he probably had like over $200,000 invested into Counter-Strike. And I was just like, what? Like, I'm sorry, like, you can't even use, like, it's not like, and the worst part is, I would understand it if the things that you get in Counter-Strike actually, like, give you some sort of boost in the game. But they're just cosmetic. That's what I don't understand. Like, that is what I don't understand at all. Like, at least with a gacha game, like, at least, like, the different characters have, like, different powers and different storylines you can explore. Like, I can at least justify that. But for a cosmetic in a shooting game, I just, okay, anyway, we're backing up, back. I can't get into that anymore. They play Counter-Strike, they play Valorant, they play Overwatch. Overwatch can be a little iffy. Now I'm adding Marvel Rivals to the list, honestly, because fuck that too. Yeah, especially League of Legends, Rainbow Six Siege, yeah. Just don't even do anything. Just don't try. Fortnite, we let slide, because Fortnite is very silly. We all know how I like Fortnite. You could be, you don't have to be good at Fortnite to play Fortnite. You play Fortnite for the meme/giggle. But, yeah, like, I'm sorry, just don't talk to them. Yeah. Pretty much. Honestly, adding Call of Duty in there, too, like, I feel like Call of Duty, it can depend, but we're gonna throw it in there. Pretty much, like, any, like, game that, like, if you feel like you could not talk in voice chat as a woman, or, like, a gay person, just don't talk to, like, any of these, just don't talk to them. Just, like, don't. No, like, that's literally how it is. Like, it's, like, you could literally be nice to people. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even fucking matter. And the worst part is we don't like to talk about it, but some of the women that play these games, I'm sorry, like, genuine, like, birds, like, chirping in the nest. Birds chirping in the nest. A lot, like, you will literally, like, join a lobby and be like, hey, oh my god, like, there's another girl in here, and they'll be like, hey, like, with that fucking, like, fake mommy voice, and I'm like, oh my god, man, like, wrap this shit up. I get so annoyed, because listen, I do not support all you bitches. I protect all women, but I do not support all you bitches, because some of you bitches are so fucking annoying. And some of the women in the gaming space are, like, legitimately the most pick-me people ever, and they will, like, make fun of you and be, like, so fucking mean to you. Also, some guy that, like, literally hasn't even face revealed to them will, like, tell them that, like, she's pretty. Like, that's what kills me. Fighting for the validation of a man that genuinely you've never even seen the face of. All because what? He talks like corpse husband? Wrap it the hell up. I'm over it. I just, like, don't know. The Pokemon men are evil. They're evil. Like, no, literally, like, you genuinely exist, and you got a bitch with, like a fake mommy voice, or, like, or the worst is, like, the uwu, like, fake little girl voice. I can let the mommy voice slide, because at least you're pretending to be an adult. I mean, I know that you are an adult, but, like, you're, like, getting into a character that is an adult. The fucking little girl voice is like, oh my god, I'm so bad at this game, I need someone to carry me. Please jump. I'm sorry, like, I shouldn't say that, but, like, I need, like, to be, like, media trained. I'm sorry. But it's just, like, I'm actually not sorry at all. I take that back. I'm not sorry. Yeah, you bitches need to be dealt with. Like, it's just, like, if you were pretending to be a little girl and, like, fucking, like, doing, like, weird, like, age regression bullshit in the fucking Valorant lobby, wrap it the fuck up. Wrap it the fuck up right now. You bitches are so fucking annoying. Like, so fucking annoying. Like, just birds. Birds chirping. Like, it just birds chirping and chirping and chirping. So fucking annoying. Like, yes. The Belle Delphine girls, like, wrap it the fuck up. I'm over it. Like, I don't know. And this is why gaming will never be a safe space for women, because these are the women that are representing us. That's what sucks. Like, that's why I get, like, so annoyed sometimes with, like, some of these, like, girl, like, fucking streamers, because it's like, oh my god. Like, come on. Like, please. Please. Like, this is why, like, I feel like I do a really good job of making my audience, like, girls and gay people. Because when I tell you, if I had, like, I just could not pretend to like male validation that much, even a little bit. I couldn't be that type of streamer. Like, I know that you make a lot more fucking money by, like, showing tits and, like, fucking, like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Make your fucking bag. But I just hate when people do it in a way that is, like, literally, like, trying to be a little girl. Like, wrap it the fuck up, please. And I don't think, I could not handle that. Obviously, Baldur's Gate, that's a different story. Baldur's Gate 3 is, like, the literal greatest game ever made. So, you guys know, like, like, obviously, those types of games, somebody tells you they play those types of games, you start jumping for joy. You start, like, literally doing kick flips of happiness. But, yeah, like, I feel like it sucks because a lot of the women who are popular in the gaming spaces, or just, this is a better way of putting it. A lot of the women who are popular are just a lot of the women that overpopulate the gaming spaces are very much not focused on being accepting towards other women in it. They're very much focused on being given attention by men. So I just can't, it's just annoying. Like, it's like, oh my god, like, there's no hope for women. Like, you know that, like, Fiona Apple quote, there's no hope for women, there's no hope for women. Like, that's literally how I feel. That's how I feel when I talk about this. Because it, like, look, like, dog, look at our feminists. Sims baddies are excluded. We do not play Dead by Daylight baddies. Sims baddies. Like, this doesn't go for all. I'm talking about, like, the big, like, streamers that do, like, Valorant and shit, guys. This is not all girl streamers. In fact, I love girl streamers. I think it's important that girls dominate the gaming, streaming, everything. Like, I want to make that very clear. I don't think this is everybody. I think this is actually, it is like a really big subsection of it. However, like, when it comes to, like, pretty much, like, any other game, everybody is normal. Like, pretty much everybody is normal. Like, Lil Simsy, I would genuinely go to war and have a gun put to my head for Lil Simsy. I don't fucking play about her. And there's so many other, like, Dead by Daylight streamers. Like, there are so many other streamers that I really do, like, I love. And honestly, there are even girl streamers that are in, like, the shooting game space that are really great and, like, don't act like this. However, unfortunately, it's kind of like the loudest are always the wrongest. And that's, like, I feel like the people that get the most attention and get talked about the most are the people that kind of just do this, like, weird shit. And it's unfortunate because it just sucks. Like, when you see, if you ask a man who his favorite girl streamer is, it's not going to be Lil Simsy. I'll tell you that. And that's what makes me upset. Like, because let's be real, men also run, like, the gaming subculture space as well. So, like, a lot of, but I also think it's nice because then we can keep these people for ourselves. Like, we can keep the girlies and the gays for ourselves, and we can watch them. And we do need more popular gay streamers. Clock it. We do. Like, as much, like, I know that I've been saying all this, but, like, I do not want, like, you know, like men to be infiltrating these women's, like, streams and shit, because they're just gonna be weird. The men that like these women that are being weird are weird men, so they can keep it to themselves. Stay over there. All of you stay over there. We're gonna keep it cute over here. You know the meme of, like, the mom in SpongeBob, like, clutching her purse and her kid. Like, that's all of us, like, over here. They can go over there. Like, they can go over there. I forget which direction I put everybody in, but, I get it, though. You know, you're trying to make a bag, but it's just, I'm sorry, like, I just don't think that acting like a child is excusable. I think that that's literally profiting off of a word I can't say on here, and that just makes you a piece of shit scumbag. But I've made that point many times, and I make that point a million times with VTubers all the time, too, because VTubers are, like, the fucking main culprit of this. One thing about a VTuber, they're gonna pretend to be a little girl. Like, that's just the truth. It's, like, legit, like, it's just what they're gonna do. Not all of them. I know that I make these broad generalizations. I hope that you guys have the media literacy enough to know that I'm not talking about everybody, but a lot of them. When I think of VTubers, the most popular ones, like, literally talk with a baby voice, and they're like, I'm actually, like, my character's 300,000 years old, and that's why I look 13, because my body got frozen at 13, but I'm really old. Like, my god, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't take the pressure of it. You're one of them, Owl. One of them. One of them. I mean, we have had, what's it called? You're on thin ice by default. Yes. We have had some normal straight men enter the chat. We have. We've had also a lot of nightmare straight men enter the chat. So, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sometimes you get scared because people are scary. And they're scaring ya. Yeah, Paige isn't allowed to be on thin ice. It's Pride Month. Sorry. But anyway, back to more important news. My birthday. So obviously I had my Rainforest Cafe themed party. So basically, in case you guys were wondering, obviously we had to have the thunderstorm happen. The thunderstorm did happen. And it was goated. No, Owl loves the gays. Owl loves the gays. But, it was goated, and we didn't expect that it was actually gonna rain. So, of course, I'm hammered, guys. I just want you guys to know, like, it got to a point at, like, 1 or 2 in the morning where, so I was sitting down, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up, like, right now. That does not happen to me. I only ever pull trig. And to explain the term pull trig, because apparently not everybody knows this, it means make yourself throw up. So normally I just pull trig if I feel sick. This day, I was like, I'm going to throw up right now. So, what's it called? I immediately go to the bathroom. Typically, I can just throw up and be fine. I'll throw up, brush my teeth, get right back out. It was not that type of day. It just wasn't. I was on the bathroom floor for like over an hour. Spin City. Nightmare. I was like, oh my god, like, what do I even do? By the time I got out of the bathroom, everybody had left. Mind you, it was late, but like, still. But leading up to that point, obviously I had to play Rain on Me 400 times because it actually did start raining. It literally started like full on, like, basically thunderstorming. So, who would have guessed that would have happened? Who would have fucking ever guessed that that would have happened at my Rainforest Cafe themed birthday party? That's how you know I really am God's favorite. But, I want you guys to know this about me. I never get my hair wet. Legit, ever. Yes, I'm very East Coast. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Hello, Scotland. I've always wanted to go to Scotland bad. One of, what's it called? That's one of the places I want to go. The cake was rained on. Now, as you guys know, I've talked about Rain on Me a million times. I think Rain on Me is like the song that is like the epitome of happiness, okay? Like, Rain on Me is just like, you cannot play that song and be depressed. That song genuinely, well, this is the thing. It was a huge thing for me because I usually don't get my hair wet because I'm like very high maintenance. I don't want to redo my hair. I was out dancing in the rain for like an hour and a half. I was genuinely soaked by the time the rain stopped. I was like, oh my god, it's my Rainforest Cafe themed birthday party, like, and it's raining, and like, I'm playing Rain on Me. We listened to Rain on Me probably like at least 15 times. I'm not kidding. People took videos of this event. If you look at every single timestamp, they're all like 20 minutes apart. In every single video, Rain on Me is playing. Like, I literally just like, no, and the worst part is it was on my phone, so it wasn't even on repeat. It wasn't even on repeat. I kept repeating it manually because I was like, all right, run it again. Run it again. My hair was soaked. My clothes were soaked. It is a pride anthem. I'm sorry, like, Rain on Me is a pride anthem. Yes, Rain on Me by Ariana Grande. A classic. Like, that song, literally, I got, like, Stockholm Syndrome into liking because it used to play all the time at my cosmetology school. And I literally was just like, oh my god, like, wait, like, ooh, this is kind of good. And ever since, it's just like, the song, like, if you're going to a theme park, Rain on Me. You're going to a graduation, Rain on Me. You're going to a wedding, Rain on Me. You're going to a birthday, Rain on Me. Like, you're going to the Rainforest Cafe, Rain on Me. Like, the song is literally just about, like, oh my god, like, I'd rather be dry, but at least I'm fucking alive. Like, That song is literally just epitome of happiness. You cannot be depressed if you play Rain on Me. The worst moments of my life, I play Rain on Me to get the fuck up. Because you just have to. You just have to. That's what you have to do. So, of course, I just thought it was funny because I'm like rewatching these videos and literally Rain on Me is playing in every single fucking video. I don't think, and then I think we played Gnarly and like we had to play a little Cat's Eye moment. Yeah, I was like, get outside. It's raining at the Rainforest Cafe. Every single person was getting fucking soaked that night. Because what are the odds? What are the odds? Out of any time it could have rained. Anytime it could have rained. It rained at my Rainforest Cafe themed birthday party. I truly am God's favorite. At the end of the day. But yeah, obviously amazing. But, you know, at the end of the night, by the time, yeah, by the end of the night, I was not doing well. I was not doing well. So after I finished fighting for my life, I then ate a bunch of popcorn chicken and I went to bed. That's some shit I would do. That is genuinely some shit I would do. Because you know what? It's like Rain on Me. Like, it's like, oh, well, that's, I think that actually makes sense for him because his Purple Rain, like, that's like his most popular song, right? Like, okay, yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. And Purple Rain, like, wait, I was literally giving Purple Rain too because my hair was like, if my hair gets wet, part of the reason I don't like getting my hair wet is because it like it stains, like it starts running. Like when you have a vivid, like it like will run. Like there were parts of my body that are stained, like were stained purple. Like my neck was stained purple. Like that's just what happens. It runs. Because it's like a vivid is like a direct dye. Like it doesn't really like infiltrate your hair cuticle. It's kind of just sitting on the top of it. So it stains it, but like if I like have wet hair and lay down on something, like it's gonna stain it. I was dancing for so long. The rain was honestly nice because I was fucking sweating. It was so hot out, but like the rain kind of like broke the heat a little bit. Got really humid. But also then for some reason, another God's favorite moment for me. My hair was in like a blowout. Like I had it blown out. It looked really good. And then when it got wet, I was like, oh my God, my hair probably looks like shit. I went in the bathroom. My hair, honestly, it did never look better. It looked like we curled it with a fucking curling iron. I was like, okay, all right. Like my hair's not ratted. Like it's not like in a rat's nest. Like what could be better than this? Obviously didn't mean much. Got very sick after that. Yeah. Yeah. So, was it worth it? Absolutely. I will say though, I'm low-key glad that I got sick because, I was not really that like hungover. Like, I was like, okay, I was like a little bit, I was just really tired the next day. Hello, welcome, Mr. Snakey. Am I saying that right? I'm a fast-talking woman. I just am. That's how we do it. That's how we do it on the East Coast. Oh, well, why are you going to Turkey? I low-key have always wanted to go to Turkey because there's that city there that has the cats. And it's just like, I'm pretty sure the cats like outnumber the human. Hair transplant. No, don't go to Turkey for that. Don't go to Turkey. Everybody who gets a hair transplant in Turkey ends up looking fucking crazy. You gotta go to, like, I saw someone do it in the United States. It was unclockable. Coffee. Do people say coffee different? I just say, like coffee. But I don't drink coffee. I drink beer. Okay. So, I do think it is hilarious that, like, all of these people are coming for the World Cup to Boston, of all places. Because Boston in the summer, like, you guys have to understand, our seasons are, like, genuinely nightmarish. Like, let me explain. So, you got summer. Worst humidity you'll ever feel. It's awful because we're right on the water. And what's it called? Francis in Florida. Oh my God, nightmare. Florida also has terrible humidity. But Boston, it literally will be like 95 fucking degrees, the most humid shit ever. Like you walk outside, you can feel the fucking air. That's how it gets like late June to like all of July. August it starts to get a little better. Gets cutesy. Then you get fall, beautiful, just amazing. You can't go wrong with fall. Fall's just fucking amazing. Then you get winter, nightmare scenario. Like just awful, just awful. I mean, honestly, it is everywhere. Honestly, like all New England, but yeah. then you get spring, and it's just sometimes you get a real spring and you get like beautiful, like the best like cutesy weather, and then you get like downpouring rain, but like it's spring because like the flowers are there, so you're like, okay, I can let it slide. This year we didn't even get a spring. It was just fucking freezing, like genuinely freezing the entire month, and then randomly just got really hot, and then got freezing again, randomly snowed, and then repeated all of that again, and then all of a sudden it was summer. So yeah, I know that what's it called, but I just thought it was funny because I remember seeing a lot of discourse over like Europeans. They were a lot like, not all of them, but like a lot of them were, as a whole, like, I don't know if it was a whole, but I was just like, a lot of people, I think it was from the UK, were saying like, oh, our like summers are really really bad. And I do want to say, when I visited Germany last year, whew, it was hot. It was fucking hot. I'm sorry. I do believe that it does get very, very hot in Europe now. The planet's changing, okay? But I saw a lot of discourse of people from the UK being like, it's hotter here than it is in the United States. And then now, like, they're here and they're, like, fighting for their life. I think it's just equally hot. Like, you know, I think the planet's changing and it's equally hot. That's what I think. Everything's getting hotter. Every year I feel like it gets hotter. Last year, fucking nightmare. We were in like a whole fucking heat wave. But I will say, so I'm online, okay? I'm reading that the fucking mayor of Boston, like, so you're not from Boston, you gotta know that our nightlife genuinely ends at like 1. Earliest shit ever, okay? Earliest shit ever. Like, we have like no nightlife. We have the worst nightlife, I'd say, in like probably the entire fucking like history of any major city in the United States. It ends at 1. Nothing's good. Everything's expensive. It's a nightmare. So I guess our mayor was like, oh, like, let's extend it till 3 for the World Cup. I thought that they were extending it till 3 forever. I was like, oh my god, wait, period. Like, I would be outside. Nope. Just while the World Cup is here. Okay. Okay. Like, why, if we're gonna extend it, so then, like, why don't we just keep it? And the craziest part is that, like, they're like, oh, all these young people are leaving Boston. Why do you think? The train isn't extended. The rent is fucking $4,000 a month. What? I mean, that makes sense, but also it's kind of the same way, like, over in the like, especially like in New England, because a lot of the houses in New England are I would say are built pretty similarly to how they were built in the UK. Because, and like, I just don't understand why people won't get AC. Because, like, I remember that whole argument. This is the one thing I don't understand. If you are in a place where it gets to be that, like, I know that the houses aren't built for AC, but I'll tell you one thing. I would say, like, 90% of the houses in New England are also not built for AC. A lot of these houses are really fucking old. Obviously, not as old as the ones that would be in Europe, considering Europe's around for a lot longer. But still, they were built with kind of the same architecture. Very similar architecture. Because we also get really cold winters. So, like, well, like, our shit is built like to insulate shit too, but also it's not meant to keep cold in either. So like half of our fucking cold with our AC goes right out the window, and it's just as expensive. So then when people are like, oh well, actually, we don't want, what's it called? We don't want the AC because it's really expensive and just goes right out the window. It's like, well, yeah, same over here. Like, that's what happens. I don't know, but that's what I don't get though, because I'm just like, okay, then put it in and then keep it for the 9 days and then take it out. Then honestly, you're lucky that it's only 9 days. My shit has to run like the entire fucking summer. Sometimes we have to run the AC when we're not even home if you have pets. Like, if you have pets, you can't just fucking, you can't just leave your pets in the fucking hot weather. Like, you can't do it. But I do think it's funny though. I was watching a lot of these Europeans come and try the American food, and they're just like eating so much food. Because like, I will, like, obviously when I went to Europe, to the few countries I went to, the portions are much smaller. So I can't even imagine being used to like a regular sized portion and then going to like Cheesecake Factory. Because you go to Cheesecake Factory, that shit is genuinely like the size of your fucking head. Then to get a regular portion, you have to ask for a lunch portion, and even then it's like still huge. So I imagine they're probably in all their glory. They're about to have the leftovers for fucking days. But I'm worried about their stomachs. Like, I'm worried that some of these people are going to end up at the fucking hospital. Like, what's up with the shit that they're eating? Yeah, oh, well, sorry. I just saw your thing. That is really annoying. With the liquor. And also, they stopped selling liquor. You want to go to a liquor store? They stopped selling that shit at 11. What? Like, what? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just think that's crazy. Like, here, if you want to buy a bottle, you have to get that shit by 11 p.m. Half the time, I'm not even ready till 11 p.m. I don't even think about going out. So, it's just fucking stupid. Boston is like the stupidest. Just honestly, all New England has like the stupidest fucking rules. New Hampshire's even worse. You can only buy alcohol at like a state-run store. No, I know these people. I just think they're drama. Like, I'm sorry, if you're that fucking hot, and if you're a European and you're that fucking hot, just get an AC. Just get an AC unit. That's what we do. Unfortunately, the planet is changing, and there's nothing that any of us can do about it. And that's the thing. Like, I guess I actually had a client today who was telling me she was like saying she was like felt the same way as me. She was like, yeah, I don't know why people don't just get a fucking AC, because she's lived here for like 20 years. So she, like, when she goes back to visit her parents in Europe, she was saying a lot of the nursing homes have had to put AC units in because, like, the old people are fucking dying. And, like, it's just not safe. Like, it's genuinely just not safe. So, what's it called? Wait, you can't buy liquor past 6 in Rhode Island? That's fucking crazy. You could definitely buy liquor later than that in Boston. Or, honestly, all of Massachusetts. 6 is crazy. Oh, on Sundays. I don't know if I think you can buy it. On Sundays, I'll be real. I think the liquor store's still open till 11. And, no, I'm trying to think about a Sunday where I bought liquor, and I think I bought... Maybe it closed at 9. I'm trying to think. I think it does low-key close at 9, but I don't think it closed at 6. But still, like, that's still ridiculous. Like, open the fucking liquor store. I'm over it. I know, California, open all the time. New York, this is the thing. The only other place I ever live in this fucking world, other than, like, I want to travel, like, live in places for a little bit, but I'm talking about, like, long-term, has to be New York City. Everything's open all the time. You go to a fucking bar in New York City, you could be there till 6 in the morning. They won't even kick you out. You can vape in there. Like, you go to a liquor store, it's always open. Everything is always open. Like, I love it. Because sometimes you need a vape at fucking, like, 3 a.m. And you can find one in New York. In Boston, you gotta wait till tomorrow. And for a bitch like me, that's just not gonna work. It's just not. That's not feasible. But, I don't know. I do love Boston, though. I talk a lot of shit, but I love it. Love Boston. One of my favorite cities ever. I remember when I visited Amsterdam, I was like, I could literally live here because it reminds me of Boston. Like, I know that, like, that sounds stupid because Amsterdam, like, definitely came first. But, like, I don't know. It just, like, it was very, like, homey to me. But the people were a lot nicer. I feel like I've talked about this in length many times, but I love the miserableness that you get in New England. Everybody's a little bit miserable, and I love it. You go anywhere else, you're not getting that. You go to the South, everybody's, like, so sweet to you. Wrap it up. I've honestly never been to the Midwest, though. I don't know the vibes in the Midwest. I have never visited literally anywhere there. I've never visited it. You're scaring me with this carnivore diet, Owl. You're scaring me with this. Well, also, I know you like, do things for a reason. I trust you, but you're scaring me. Minnesota nice for a reason. What does that mean? Like, what is the vibe of the Midwest? Like, are people nice there? Or are people, like, rude? Like, are they chill? Because, I mean, I feel like the New England vibe is very, like, not to be cat's eye, but I'm getting out of here. Goodbye. Everybody's very nice. But is it, like, fake nice? Or is it, like, what's the tea on that? Because I've literally never been anywhere there at all. Genuine nice? Okay. Okay. Alright, well, I trust you, but you're scaring me. House of Pain? What's House of Pain? Is that a band? Am I uncultured? It sounds like it would be a band. In Iowa, I'm gonna be real, like, I would never go to Iowa. like, I'm sorry, like, the PR on some of these states is not good. Like, I'm sorry, you asked me if I'm going to fucking Ohio. Why would I go there? Mississippi? Why would I go there? Iowa? Why would I go there? Like, I would go, obviously, if I was, like, on my, like, international, like, world tour, of course. But, like, I'm talking, like, to visit. Like, the PR isn't great. These places need to start making more fun shit happen there. Because, I'm sorry, like, what's happening? I haven't heard a goddamn thing happen in Iowa. I would like to say, like, I don't think that Boston's PR team is it's too crazy, but we got some interesting shit here. Like, we got the Boston Tea Party. I mean, it does help that we had a lot of historical events happen here. So if you're interested in, like, history, or honestly, like, if you just want to, like, I don't know, like, we got a lot of shit in Boston, okay? I would say, like, when I think of, like, the major cities of the United States that, like, if you are not from the United States that you probably know, it's probably, like, New York City, Boston, Dallas, maybe, like, honestly, like, Houston and Austin. I feel like those are pretty major. Like, Texas has a lot of, like, major cities. I feel like a lot of people know if you're not, like, from the United States. And, like, LA. Am I missing any? Maybe Miami. Yes, Miami. Maybe Orlando. San Francisco. Yeah. But these are all, like, only, like, a few states. Like, I'm sorry, like, where's Iowa's PR? Like, I don't know a goddamn thing about Iowa. Isn't there, like, potatoes there? Or am I thinking Idaho? Or Ohio? Iowa's potatoes, I thought. Yeah, well, no eating the butter. No eating the butter. Oh, yeah, Nashville. I would say Nashville, too, yeah. Idaho is potatoes. So what's Iowa? Corn? That's it? Isn't Ohio cheese? Some places cheese. Maybe like Atlanta. I think Atlanta's probably like a major city too. I think Atlanta, I would say. Yeah. Because I'm trying to think of like when artists do like small tours where they go. Sometimes they don't even go to Boston, but they always go to New York City, LA, like Dallas, and probably Atlanta and Miami. I would say that's pretty much it. I've never seen a motherfucker say like, oh, I'm going to Iowa. Like, no shade, but like maybe like when we're adding like a list of like to the wheel of endings, like can we just put Iowa on there? Now, like, am I gonna be like Azalea Banks and have like beef with like a full on state? Because I might. I would. I'm like, I know you guys think I might be above that, but I'm not. I don't know a goddamn thing about Iowa. And honestly, while we're at it, I don't know a goddamn thing about Minnesota. I don't know a goddamn thing about fucking Michigan. I don't know a goddamn thing. Like, where's Chicago? Oh, Chicago's a major city. But, like, where the fuck even is that? Is Chicago in Iowa? Low-key, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I don't know where Chicago is. Like, I'm sure people tell me, like, but I just don't remember. Like, I don't know where. Like, I just, like, Illinois. It's an I one. Okay, Minnesota, we'll let it slide because it has Mall of America. That's cute and cutesy. St. Louis. Where is St. Louis? Missouri? Okay. Like, well, I'll let it slide. Missouri, I did a project on Missouri when I was younger, and that was tea. But, like, Nebraska? What the fuck happened? Okay. Did you guys... No, I gotta talk about this. Did you guys ever do Flat Stanley when you were a kid? I don't know. How are you supposed to say Missouri? Did you guys ever do Flat Stanley? So if you don't, I'm just gonna explain it for the people that might not know. But Flat Stanley is it's this like book for elementary schoolers, and basically it's about this kid. He gets crushed by a bookcase, and he turns flat. Oh, New Orleans, that's another one, yeah. But yeah, he gets crushed by a bookcase, and then he turns flat, and then he like because he's flat, he's able to be like mailed in an envelope, and he goes on like this whole adventure. So it's like a project that you do where you draw your own like Flat Stanley and you laminate it, and then you send it to like a family member or like something like that, okay? And like normally it was like Gore of my comfort character. Like it's just not okay. But oh, Vegas, yeah, I can't believe we forgot Vegas. But yeah, so I, of course, I didn't have nobody to send this shit to, so we sent it to my uncle, who was living in Nebraska. And I remember just being pissed because a kid in my class sent his to Tony Hawk. And Tony Hawk fucking took Flat Stanley on an adventure. I remember being like, okay, like, why did I even fucking try? Genuinely, why did I even fucking try? Because now my fucking uncle, who, like, took it with him to, like, his, like, fucking EMT shift, and then, like showed him a cornfield. What was it all fucking for? What was it all fucking for? How is that allowed? They shouldn't be allowed to, like, let these kids send this shit to fucking Tony Hawk. Are you fucking serious? Fucking annoying. So annoying. That shit pissed me off. I remember being so mad about that. I was like, genuinely, my Flat Stanley was like at someone's house, like sitting on the couch. Your Flat Stanley was doing kickflips on a fucking skateboard. How am I supposed to compete with that? I know it's not a competition, but like, nobody else has mattered after that. This kid went like second in like the show and tell. No one cared after that. Our whole shit was ruined. They should have at least had him go last. The teacher knew. The teacher knew. Like, it's fucking bullshit. Like, no, like he went second in like the rotation of like us doing the show and tell. So like no one cared about anybody else's after. Bye, Owl. Thank you for coming to the stream. Bye, Owl. But yeah, that was one of the most humbling moments of my life. I literally like he opened that shit up. It was a picture with Tony Hawk. I was like, all right. Some people just have an advantage in this world. Like, sometimes, like, okay, so I've been low-key getting Washington State propaganda lately because, like, every person that I know claims it is, like, the most beautiful place in the United States. And, like, I've known people that have lived there, and I'm starting to believe it. Because they're telling me, like, it really doesn't snow. Like, you get, like, the most beautiful, like parts of New England. But what's it called? Like, but it's like that all year. And it's like temperate and cutesy. And like the more I'm hearing about it, I'm like, okay, like I'm low-key, like the propaganda is kind of working. However, every time I ask somebody, I'm like, is everybody like bitchy there? Like, are people rude? And everybody's like, no. And I'm like, I don't think I could live there. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's kind of a requirement. Like, I need to have like, I just love the New England spirit. I talk about it so much. But, like, you guys don't understand. Like, the women that I aspire to be are broads from Boston, the greater Boston area, okay? And, like I know that, like, listen, guys, like, you have to understand. Like, the other day, I left my phone in my car when I was walking to work. And we have this mailman, and he's the GOAT. He always heckles us, okay? Like, every time I'm walking to work, he's always doing his little mail route around my work. He'll be like, smile on your way to work, at least look happy. Like, you will get heckled by this man. And he's just like, I'm sorry, he's a ray of sunshine to me. I'm walking, he walks past my car, he goes, you know you left your phone in the car, you fucking idiot. If he didn't tell me, he could have walked right past. He saw my phone in the car, and he had to make fun of me. But that's just the vibes here. Like, that's just how it is. Like, it's just like, you fucking make fun of everybody, and it's all in good fun. And I love it. I just love it. I love it here. I love, like, the older generation here. They're so funny. Like, it's just, like, a vibe that you don't get anywhere else. And, like, you can literally talk to anybody here. You literally just have to complain. Like, it's just, like, I don't know. I think it's just my culture. I grew up in this culture of people who are, like, low-key miserable, but, like, and they'll heckle you and make fun of you all the time. And, it's funny. Nobody takes anything serious around here. It's all just a fucking joke. And I love it. I'm a jester of a woman. No, like, that's the thing, though. I feel like when you go to other places, the people that fit this bill that I'm describing are, like, crazy Republicans. Sometimes they are in Boston. I'm not going to act like they aren't. But a lot of the time, they're, like, super woke. So that's what makes it even better. Because I'm sorry, like, if you live in Massachusetts and you're, like, a fucking crazy Republican, you're definitely in the minority here. Like, you're definitely in the minority. Most people here are, like, I would say that Massachusetts is probably one of the most woke states, like, in the entire fucking country. And I love it. I love how woke we are here. Like, it's obviously a privilege to grow up in Massachusetts because, like, you know, it is a humbling experience. Not a humbling, but it's a very sobering experience when you hear about how openly hateful other people in other parts of the country are. When, if you said, like, I feel like, however, I do want to say, like, people are woke here, but a lot of people are woke for, like, performatively. And that's what sucks. Because there will be people that are, like, deeply racist people, but they just know not to say it in front of other people. Or they're very covert and very, like, microaggressive. And that's what sucks. Because, unfortunately, like, not everybody is going to be, like, obviously there's terrible people everywhere. It's just people are a little bit better at hiding it in Massachusetts because they just know that you can't say shit like that here. I do think that it is that the one of the, I don't want to say the good things. It's not a good thing, but it's one of the more, I would say, probably like safer things is like knowing who's a crazy racist bigot, and that's how it is in a lot of the other parts of the country. Like people will just be openly racist, and then you can know that these people are racist. But in Massachusetts, you might not find out until you're friends with somebody for like 5 years. So, that is something that sucks. However, like I don't know, like I would say growing up, like most people, at least my experience of growing up in Massachusetts, like most people were not actually like deeply homophobic. I didn't really experience like I you experience the regular homophobia, but like the deep homophobia, I did not really experience that type of shit till I like kind of got to high school and I went to a Catholic high school and I realized that people like were actually seriously homophobic because also like you guys gotta remember I was like a kid that like barked at people and like had a half shaved head, so like I did not talk to people who I even thought might be homophobic. But those people now, if you like ask them if they like gay people, they would all say yes. Like, I don't know. No, yeah, like that's the thing. Like people are dumb. And no, and I remember that. like like low key, like if you are like MAGA here and you are like super like I'm sorry, like you get bullied for not being woke. Like I will be honest with you guys, I had a brief stint when I was in freshman year of being like an evil, awful little piece of shit, okay? And I take full accountability for it, okay? I was a total fucking asshole, and I literally used like I found out this girl was a Republican, and I literally was awful to her. And now she's not. Just saying. Obviously, I don't support or condone bullying. However, that's really how it is here. Like that, like if you are like around people and you like that, people will fucking bully you for not. They'll bully you into having the right opinion. Like, I don't know. I didn't get into fights. No, I wasn't a fighter. I was a weird kid. I was a very strange child. Like, I was not normal. I would like bark at people. Like, I literally was not normal. I was so weird. I was like I don't know. I had like all the band T-shirts and like I don't know. I was always in like the little emo groups, and then like as I got older, I got like bullied really bad. So like I started to like conform more, and then I went to a Catholic school where I couldn't really like dye my hair or like be creative. Like we all had uniforms, so like I kind of had to like I kind of just became like a total stoner. I just ended up like as one of those like stoner kids. That was kind of me in high school, but like in middle school I was still weird though. Like honestly, like I did get bullied out of like multiple friend groups because people just thought I was like genuinely weird and like they could like explain to me why. And that sucked. That was not easy, but I was not a fighter. No, I was like very emotional. I was honestly like an emotional like nightmare in high school. Like when I look back at my high school self, I wish I could like punch her in the face because I like understand why people didn't want to be friends with me. But also like I get it because like I have grades for myself because being in high school like fucking sucks because like you're like low key too stupid to realize it's like the best your life is ever gonna get. Like when I look back at the shit I used to get upset about in high school, I'm like, oh my god. Like I like honestly like pray like my poor fucking mother. I used to like be like wanted to leave school all the time because like somebody looked at me the wrong way. Like bitch, get over it. Like I don't know. Like I was just like a very sensitive person, and like I don't know. Like I feel like, but that's just like maturing. Like I feel like everybody kind of goes through that where you're just like, oh my god, like wrap it up. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if that's like yes, like I literally would like I was always trying to leave school and like I just didn't want to be there. I mean, to be fair, like I had a really hard time making friends too because I transferred like later than everybody else. And I was also like really socially anxious and like I kind of just blamed everybody else for not wanting to be friends with me even though like I made no effort to be literally friends with anybody. I just thought that people would just want to be friends with me because I existed. Had to learn a lot of hard lessons in high school, but that's what high school's for, you know? Like you're allowed to be like a dumb teenager and make mistakes and like honestly like your early 20s too, you know? Like you do stupid shit. I would say like honestly like 18 and 19 is probably like the worst year of your life because you're like the dumbest you'll ever be. Like if you think you were dumb at like 14, like at least you were 14. Like when you're like 18 and 19, like oh my god, it's bad for you. Like it's really bad. Like those years I was probably the dumbest I literally was ever. And I look back at the decisions I made and like the thought processes I had. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, the thought process that I had when I was 19, I don't know what I was thinking. I was genuinely stupid, like genuinely stupid. But you know, you lock in. You get a little older and you lock in. Um, yeah, that's what you do. Life is about making mistakes, and all you can do is do better. That at the end of the day, that's why, like, low key, like, yes, I was so cringe and annoying at one point in my life, but like, I don't have to see those people again. Like, the people who still think of me that way, like, they're like, that person died with them. You know what I mean? I grew as a person, and everybody has that opportunity. You know, like, it doesn't matter if you were cringe and annoying in high school or like when you like were like 18, 19 years old. Like, another year will always come, and then another year after that, and then another year after that. All you can do is be better. That's all you can do. As long as you look back on it and think like, I would never do that shit again, or no, I was justified in that, you know? Exactly. And like, I never lost my cringeness. At least, like, that is the one thing that I love. Like, I feel like for a lot of time I really was trying to conform to, and I guess I kind of, maybe I did lose my cringeness a little bit, because like, you know, like the things that I was interested in, like nobody else interested in except for like my sister. So like, we would talk about all the things that I loved, and like with my friends, I felt like I couldn't really talk about, like, let me be serious here. Like, I couldn't talk about my like insane fucking love for Five Nights at Freddy's with the people that I was friends with in high school. Like, they would have thought I was a fucking like idiot. And like a total like, and I was like, oh, you know, like when you're that age, like you're so worried about what other people think about you. But you know, like, as long as you keep those interests, and then like eventually you get to a point and you're just like, wait, like genuinely, who cares? Like, I know I talk about this quote all the time, that girl from Girls, the girl who played Jessa on Girls, when she was like, what's it called, when she was like, somebody asked her like, how do you, like, what advice do you have for young girls with low self-esteem? And she was like, I think you guys are thinking about yourselves too much. Like, genuine, realest shit ever. Once you realize, like, no one's thinking about you that much, like, I promise. Like, and if they are, then they have like severe mental, psychological issues. Like, it's fine. Like, nobody's sitting at home like being like, oh my god, like this person's so weird because they like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, no one cares. Sometimes you are not the center of the universe, and that is the most freeing shit ever. Because unfortunately, not little known thing, people don't talk about it, but being so, like, having social anxiety low-key makes you like evil sometimes, because you just like do not allow people to be nice to you. You think the whole world is out to get you. Like, it makes you a bad person sometimes. There were times in my life where I was not a good person, and I could have made friends, and I could have like formed connections with people, and I just wouldn't allow it to happen because I was so anxious about what they thought of me. In reality, I was thinking way too much about myself. I could have been asking them about themselves, and maybe we would have something in common. Like, you can never judge a book by its cover, for real. You never know. You never know. Because sometimes, like, you know, I obviously still get social anxiety sometimes. But, like, sometimes I'll talk to girls that, like, I think in my mind, like, oh, my God, like, you would have, like, bullied me. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, we, like, love the same things. And it's like, oh, like, okay, like, you can't judge a book by its cover. You never know. I should. Because listen, I've been through some fucking nightmare scenarios in my life, guys. Like, genuine nightmare scenarios. And I've learned a lot of fucking lessons. And I feel like I've had to mature a lot over, like, the past, like, few years of my life. Especially because, like, I went through some really horrible shit, like, 2 years ago. And I was at, like, my, like, lowest. I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, okay, like, am I just gonna stay here? Or, like, am I gonna, like, actually try to change my life and get better? And, like, sometimes you literally just have to be like, okay, like, I'm so done with suffering. Like, it gets to a point, you know what I mean? Like, you just have to, like, figure it the fuck out. I'm sorry. Like, I know that sounds so insensitive, but it's just the truth. No one's gonna do it for you. And if you spend your entire life, like, worried about what other people think about you, like, then your life is gonna suck. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no, not a lot of people are not gonna like you, and that's, like, fine. There are a lot of people that don't like me. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. That song is inspiring as shit. Like, literally, like, that's why I've said this before, but you have to listen to, like, that mom music. Like, I call it mom music, but really it's like our childhood music. Like, that, like, your mom would bump in the car. Like, it would just be on the radio. Like, you listen to a Pink song, that shit is inspiring. Like, it's all written by people that went through the same shit. Because, like, no, I'm gonna be real. Like, obviously things are a little bit different now that we have social media and, like, stuff like that. But, like, our parents and, like, you know, like, all these, like, artists from, like, a while ago, like, everything, like, I don't want to say a while ago when it comes to Pink or whatever, but, like, you know, like, because she's still at it, but, like, even just, like, everybody, I would say that every generation goes through the same shit. You go through being a hormonal, angsty teenager, you go through having heartbreak. Like, human emotion is universal. It's just, obviously, the situations that make you feel those emotions vary. However, like, the feelings itself, we all feel them. Like, that's why I try to have, like, radical empathy for people, you know? No, exactly. Famous people deal with it a lot. And Pink still is up in the air at the end of the day. There's always tomorrow, and Pink's still going to be up in the air. But, like, I don't know. Literally, I just, like, I don't know. I feel like I've lived my life at this point. Like, I was, like, a really bitter, evil person for a little bit. Like, after I went through a lot of stuff. Like, I was kind of just, like, trying to do better for myself out of spite. Because I was just like, oh, like, all these people that tried to hurt me, like, they're going to be so mad if they see me doing good. And then I, like, realized, like, wait, I'm still letting these people have, like, a crazy amount of power over me by, like, never allowing myself to even appear that I'm doing bad. Because I'm worried about what they will think. Like, I'm just a human. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a human. I, like, feel things and I go through things sometimes. And I just need to stop thinking about it, period. And actually try to get on myself, like, get better for myself. And after that point, like I was being, like, evil and, like, annoying to everybody. And, like, I was just like, I'm in my, like, villain era. Like, oh my god. When somebody says they're in their villain era, like, wrap it up. I'm sorry. Grow up. I found that shit so immature. Like, I understand why people do it because I've done it. But, like, you have to want to get, like, you gotta want to get better. You have to. Tom is here! Tom is here! Welcome, Tom! Welcome, Tom! Welcome, Tom! Welcome, Tom! Hey, hey, hey. I don't know what this is. I'm like a little crab. I, like, defaulted to crab. I was, like, trying to clap, and then I just clap with one hand each. What happened, Tom? Fill us in. Everybody say hi, Tom, right now. Everybody say hi, Tom, right now. If you don't say hi to Tom, you're getting banned. Bruh. This is what I like. I don't know how you do it, Tom. I don't know how you do it. I would genuinely sucker punch somebody. With the stories that you tell me, I would sucker punch somebody. That's genuinely crazy. I'm sorry. That's just insane. Like, what do you mean? Also, like, when somebody brings the boxes, when you get the check, me waiting, I'm sitting here waiting, I want to know what happened. Can I just enjoy my meal? Yeah, like, girl, yes. Yes. Oh. No, but this is the thing, like, I feel like when you work with people, you genuinely get the worst of people. Like, it could be somebody's mother who's, like, nice to everybody 24/7, but they come to a restaurant on a bad day, and they're like, I have to berate the server. Like, I have to. Like, it's, like, literally, like, I don't know, like, even with, like, you guys know I'm a hairdresser. Sometimes I get people, and they are not very nice. And sometimes, like, and a lot of the time, if you just talk to them a little more, like, obviously, when you're a server, you really can't be talking to people, like, they're not gonna tell you their life story. But when, like, you're a hairdresser, like, sometimes they'll be, like, fucking evil to you for, like, 30 minutes, and then they'll be, like, start crying and be like, I'm sorry, like, my dog is sick, or, like, something like that. But, like, that's just, like, I don't know, like, what's it called? Like, sometimes people just take shit out, and it's not okay. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care if you're having a bad day. I never treat people like that. Yeah, that's a normal fucking amount. I feel like I've had servers check on me so many times, and I've never felt rushed. I'm just like, okay, like, I'm still gonna sit here and eat my food. Like, what? Like, I don't know. I've just never understood that. Like, I know sometimes, like, people get pushed to their breaking point, but it's like, I just don't understand why people are so rude to other people when they're going through shit. Like, I understand being quiet or not being as social, but, like, people who just, like, lash out on service workers, like, wrap it up. Oh my god. But a lot of these, like, older, like, generation, like, Gen X, Boomer generation, like, they, like, legitimately were not taught, like, fucking emotional regulation skills, so they just, like, lash out on people. And mind you, if you didn't go over, they would have been like, where's my drink? My drink is empty. I would rather, like, the server check on me, like, more times than less. Because I've had multiple experiences where I have, like, no drink. I ordered something, it didn't come with, like, the side that I ordered. Like there's not salt on the table. There's nothing, like, something's fucked up, and then the server doesn't come back until, like, fucking 25 minutes later, and then I just have to fucking eat my food. Like, I would rather them come over. I like when they check in. That's honestly is great service. When, like, when I feel like that's good service. If a server is checking in on you all the time. Am I crazy? I feel like that's the consensus. Like, if you feel rushed by a server checking in on you, like, what? Like, do you not want, like, what if you run out of something? Like, I don't know. Like, Yeah, I would be, yeah, that's like crazy. I just feel like some people are like genuinely just annoying people. That's what sucks. No, literally, like, I would understand if you like disappeared, then it's like, okay. But like, for checking in too much, like, what does that even mean? I don't know. Literally, they just have to make it everybody's issue. It's so fucking dramatic. Like, get over yourself. It's so fucking mean. I would have been like, I really hope you do enjoy your meal. I don't know. I feel like, low key though, like, when someone is like being an asshole to you as a service worker, my favorite thing to do, it like literally my number one favorite thing to do, is to be like really nice. Because then they just like can't help but feel bad. Like if you're like overly accommodating, but you like say it in like a really passive aggressive way. Like, oh, I love doing that. I'm sorry. Because, like, obviously, like, I don't know. There have been times where, like, people have tweaked out at my salon. And, like, my boss, my boss does not play about people treating us with disrespect. Like, if somebody's treating us with disrespect and, like, we are not in the wrong. Obviously, if we're in the wrong, she's going to be like, what the fuck? But, like, I don't know. Like, she'll let us be like, okay, what the fuck is your problem? You know what I mean? And she'd even say it herself. Like, that's, like, important, I feel like, you know, like, to have people's backs. And I feel like it's important. Like, a lot of people have, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know about your, like, I feel like managers have to have the employees back for real, because a lot of the time, like, I hate the whole like customer is always right shit, because sometimes the customer's wrong as fuck. Sometimes people just come in and they want to berate service workers because they are miserable in their lives and they want to make everybody else miserable. And a lot of people just want free shit half the time. Like I don't know, like, not like, I don't want to talk about my salon specifically, but like I have a lot of friends that do hair, and like I've seen this happen in many times at like other salons, where like people will come in and they'll ask for one specific thing, and then they'll be like, this is something that happens all the time. People will be like, and the hairdresser will be like, no, that's gonna fry your hair off, I don't feel comfortable doing it. And they'll beg and beg and beg. They'll even sign a waiver, and they'll be like, yeah, I want it, like, you're gonna do it on my hair. And then they'll be like, okay. And then their hair will get fucking fried, and it will break, and it will have all these issues, and then they'll freak out and be like, I want a refund, you ruined my life, like, you destroyed my hair. Like, I feel like it's the same fucking thing, like, in every service, like, any type of service industry. Like, people just like to complain, and they want to get free shit. And sometimes, like, you can low-key tell when people are gonna do that, too. Because, like, I don't know. There have been many times in my career where I have told people no. And people don't like that. But, you know, sometimes, like, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. I feel like it's so different with like serving though, because like serving, like, obviously, like, you can't really like tell somebody no, like, unless like, but like also I guess like a good example is like if people want substitutions that you can't make. I'm sure that probably happens a lot, where it's like, oh, can I get this instead of this? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have that. And then people are like, oh, it's like, what do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? I don't understand it. I literally, like, there have only been like one or two times at a restaurant that I have had like service bad enough where I felt the need to even complain, and every single time I still tipped. Because also, you never know what a service worker's going through, because I'm sorry, like, I try to have the Chili's. Okay, the Chili's with a different story. The Chili's, I would have fought that bitch outside. I'm sorry. To this day, I would have fought that bitch outside. But like, no, like, complaining about the seat being wobbly, like, I'm sorry, like, that's drama. Like, bitch, you want a seat that's not wobbly? Go to Capital Grill. Like, I'm sorry, unless you're at a fine dining establishment, wrap it the fuck up. Like, that's crazy. And especially, I hate when you go out of your way for them and they still complain. Like, I feel like that's why sometimes I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything else for you. That's what, like, and I'm sure you definitely do that too. It's like, bitches are just gonna be unhappy. But yeah, like, that's what they do. They literally just try to fucking complain about shit to see if they can get it compensated. Like, shit that, like, and, like, literally on my birthday dinner, this just happened. Like, I ordered sushi, and the sushi was very clearly bad. Like, if I had eaten that, I probably would have had to go to the hospital. It was bad. And honestly, I didn't even send it back. I still paid for it. Well, I didn't pay for it. But, like, I didn't want to cause an issue. Because we had a party of 18 people. It's a party of 18 people. I'm not going to cause a fucking issue with the waitress who's clearly already overwhelmed. Everybody's ordering drinks. There's like 15 separate tabs. Like, I feel like when you go and you are like at a restaurant, you low-key, especially when it's busy, like, I just don't understand what, like, that is like my number one red flag. If I go out to eat with somebody and they're like being drama to the worker, especially if it's fucking busy, like, if you're asking the waiter for like a million things, and it's like they're literally like clearly swamped. Like, I'm sorry, like, you can, like, I understand you're paying for the food, but like, you don't need to be doing all that. I don't know. Maybe I have just like too much empathy for people, and that, like, I get it. Like, I understand you're going somewhere to get good service, but if it's fucking packed, I promise you, it's not the server's fault. They're probably understaffed. I remember I went to this fucking Friendlies with my mom and my sister one time, and like the waitress was the only person working, and it was like randomly got super busy, and she was fighting for her life, and we tipped her like so much because like, yeah, it took us forever to get the food, and like half of it was like cold when we got it, but she was clearly fighting for her life. Like, she was super stressed, and she still was trying to go out of her way to accommodate us. And like, you just, exactly, people put money over fucking humanity. Like at the end of the day, like, humanity should come over everything. You have to be like, we're all humans at the end of the day. Like I don't know, because there are people who, like, obviously I get it, like sometimes people are lashing out on you, you know, like when they're a customer and they're going through shit, but like, people don't even think about the fact that like their waiter could be like literally going through like a divorce. Like, they could have just had a miscarriage, like they could have just lost somebody in their family, they could have just been having a shitty fucking day. Like, no, literally, it's literally crazy. You could be dealing with like a table of 35 people, and somebody would be like, "Where's my Diet Dr. Kelp?" Like, literally, like, it's like people don't know what you're fucking going through. You still showed up to work and tried to do your best. Like, I don't know. I just fucking hate that. People like are so dramatic. No, like, you never know. You never know. Like, if you're crying, like, it's like, oh my god, like, damn, like, girl, you're having a bad day. Like, I don't know. I always try to tip a lot in those scenarios because, like, listen, I live off fucking tips. I get it. And like, when I like have a bad, like, I've been going through it lately. Like, when you go through it and you have to go to work and you're working on somebody all day, and then like something goes wrong, it's like mortifying. And then and then you don't get a tip. It's just like, I don't know. When you live off tips, that's how it is. I tip no matter what. It doesn't matter how fucking awful the service is. The service could genuinely be booty buns. I always tip 20%. Because you never know what anybody's going through. And you just don't know. You just don't know. And like, the fact that somebody like showed up to work to do their job, take your order, and still be respectful to you. Like, obviously, if somebody's like being disrespectful or whatever, like, I get it if you don't, but it's even then, I've still tipped. Last table stiffed you? Bruh. We have to do something about these people, Tom. We have to do something about this. Because that's fucking crazy. What a fucking nightmare. Yeah, I don't fucking blame you. And that's what I've also, like, heard in, like, fine dining, like, the super rich, like people, like, they never tip. And I think that's so crazy. Like, I genuinely think that's actually crazy to, like, have so much money and not tip. Because I don't have, like, I'm not, like, I'm a regular person, like, of my age, like, level money. And I still tip 20%, even if it's gonna fucking be a little bit of a bite out of my wallet. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Well, fuck those people, Tom. I'm manifesting double the money for you tomorrow. Triple the money. Quadruple the money. Okay, can we talk about... I didn't know if you wanted me to talk about this. I think this is so crazy. So, if you guys don't know who Drewski is famous. You should, honestly, you probably do know who Drewski is. Drewski literally came into Tom's restaurant and tipped $6. It was like, what? Didn't you say it was like a 15% tip? That is fucking crazy to me. To have money and not tip more than... If I had money like that, I would be fucking handing out hundreds. I'm sorry. Like, that is insane to me. That is insane to me. Especially, like, Drewski. Like, that made me, like, look at him different. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I like watching Drewski's videos sometimes. Like, he's funny. But then I was like, oh, I, like, don't want to watch him anymore. Because now that I know that he, like, does not tip service workers. Like... And maybe, yeah, like, maybe he was offended, but when they get a ticket, I'm dead. That's not your fault. But, like, yeah, like, I feel like maybe he was offended, but you would think that somebody, like Drewski, like, I'm sorry, like, most places, like, if Drewski went to a mall, like, people would definitely recognize him. Like, I don't think he's, like, super mega famous, but, like, people know who Drewski is. And, like, like you would think that he would be happy. I feel like a lot of people who are like celebrities are like happy when people don't know who they are because they get to have a normal interaction. Maybe not all of them. Maybe some of them are just like egomaniacs. But like that's like so crazy. Like that's just insane to me. What a mess. What a fucking mess. Shit pisses me off. I don't like it. You should always be tipping service workers. And like something that like, okay, and I like, you guys can low-key tell me if I'm tweaking, but like I have people who come in and I do like services on them that add up to almost like $800 and they won't tip me. And I will be working on them for like 7 to 8 hours. And I get it. I have a lot of very much like empathy for people in this scenario because you are spending a lot of money to get your hair done. But like when it comes down to it, if you have the money to spend for an $800 service and I just worked on you all day, I made like no money basically. Like I just made like my hourly pay that I would get. Like when I have haircut days, it's literally haircut, 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 haircut. I make like probably $200 sometimes in a day because people, like, it's just like I have so many people coming in and people will usually tip like $20. Like maybe 200 is a little drama, but like it's like if I am doing like a super complicated service on you that many like hair stylists would not be able to do. And this is where like I do have empathy for people for not tipping because I get it. These services are really expensive and so, like I get it. Sometimes if you are spending, like if you saved up for this, but like to not tip at all, you could tip me $5 fucking and I would be happy because then it would at least mean that you value my time. But like I don't think that a lot of people know that you have to tip hairdressers, and like we make all of our money on tips. Like that's that's just like, I don't know, like I get a little frustrated sometimes because like when like if you come in and I'm like, oh, like it's probably gonna be around this amount of money, and you're like, oh yeah, the budget's not an issue, and then you don't tip me after I literally worked for almost 9 hours on your hair, and anybody else in this area probably would, like, unless you were like around me, would have fried your hair off trying to do what I just did on your hair. Like, come on. Like, and I know that like nobody's entitled to a tip, but like I know that I give good service to people. You guys know I can chop it up with anybody, and if I did something wrong, tell me. It's constructive criticism, but that can be a little dehumanizing when you're a hairdresser, because also when you're a hairdresser you don't make any benefits. Like we don't have benefits of anything. I know that a lot of service places like don't get benefits, but like we don't get benefits at all. Like we literally have no like regulated hours either. Like I could be literally at the salon from 7 in the morning until like 12 at night. Like we don't get overtime. Like we don't like I think we do, but technically, but like I don't know. Like the hair industry is very unregulated. So like I don't know. I just never understand that. Every time, like I literally got which arm? This tattoo was like $800 and I tipped 20%. It was like an extra $200. And I wouldn't have gotten the tattoo if I couldn't have afforded the tip, because he worked on me for like 5 hours. That's 5 hours of his time that he did an intricate service that he specializes in. That's what you do. And even if you don't tip me 20, that's fine. But it's just like, it's just frustrating when you work on somebody for that much. And like the services that I do, especially vivid services, are very difficult. They take a lot of experience, and like I have worked my ass off to get to a point in my education, and I'm very proud of my work when it comes to vivids. I will say a lot of my clients do tip, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm not saying I'm even entitled to a tip, but I just think that like if it's me, if like every time I've ever gotten my hair done, it doesn't matter, like I know that I'm going to spend money, and I know that I'm doing this, and that's what it's going to be like. And I do work with my clients' budgets as well. Like some people will come in and they ask me for one thing, and I'm just like, look, can you afford this maintenance? I don't say that, but like I'll be like, this is the maintenance of it, this is what you're gonna have to do to keep this up. Sometimes I'll be like, I can't afford to do that, and then I'm like, well then let's do this instead. Like I try to work with my clients on everything, but I've had it happen to me so many times where like, and it's just dehumanizing, like low-key, it's like, okay. And sometimes, a lot of time, I just think they genuinely didn't know. And, like, obviously I'm not, like, upset, but it's just, like, that's like my, like, that's part of my income. I think the better way of explaining it is when you are a hairstylist, tips are, like, 50% of your income. So if you don't get tipped, you don't make any money. And I think it's pretty much the same thing as, it's very similar to, like, any other job in the service industry where tips are something that's expected. So, like, which is so crazy. Like, I think that it's absolutely fucking crazy. That's, like, servers make that. Like, that's the other thing. With servers, if you don't tip, you genuinely just have to get killed. Like, I'm sorry, like, with servers, like, it is a commonly known fact that, like, servers, like, depend on tips completely. So, like, I don't know. People who don't tip, get it together. Get it together. That's the point. That's the whole moral of the story here. Please get it together. And I also know, like, obviously when I'm doing an $800 service, it's expensive, and I have a lot of empathy considering it's the fucking, like, it's the economy, and I notice that it's the economy. Sometimes it might be somebody's, like, 800 that they saved up for a month. I'm very empathetic to that, and that's why with those services I'm a little bit more, I don't care as much. But still, it does suck to go an entire day working on somebody's hair and not make half of what I could be making doing haircuts all day. And I don't know, but it just sucks. It just sucks. I feel like service industry sucks. I don't like the tipping culture at all. I wish that, honestly, we didn't have a tipping culture and we were all just paid appropriately. I know that's not a hot take. I feel like everybody has that take, but you know, I also, like, I'm sorry if you feel that way and then you don't tip people because you're like, I'm trying to eradicate tipping culture. Like, you actually also have to get killed. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. Like, I hate when people are like that. Like, yeah, I don't tip because I don't think that people should have to. I think that they should just pay them a regular wage. So then you're just actually actively fucking up their wage, because it doesn't matter if you think that. Like, that's just not the reality of the situation. I've never understood that. Bottom line, tip your tattoo artist. Tip your server. Tip your hairdresser. Tip everybody. If you can. Just do it. Literally, it's just gonna make people broke. And what's so annoying is, like, a lot of people, like, from Europe will, like, tell, like, they, like, I will have, like, people who are visiting on vacation and come into my chair and be like, oh, well, I don't tip because I'm from Europe and we don't do that there. I'm like, yeah, but, like, where are you right now? like you not tipping, like, that actually affects me. Like, I'm sorry, like, that doesn't affect your hairstylist back home. It's gonna affect me. Like, I don't know. I love doing hair, though. I love it. I think there's a lot of benefits to doing hair. I don't like to complain about it too much because I do love it. It's a creative job. Get to look the way that I want. I get to hang out with a lot of cool people all day. And get to do a lot of fun shit, you know. It's a very creative field, but there's a lot of issues with just the industry as a whole. No, that bitch is actually fucking crazy. I would, like, honestly, like, it's like, you know, it's like one of those things that you just, like, wish you could have, like, sucker punched somebody. Like, when somebody says something, like, so annoying to you and you're like, I wish I would just, like, punch that bitch in the face. Like, that's, like, one of those moments you're, like, up at night thinking about, like, the things you could have said back. But also, it's like, then you're like, it's better that I didn't. It's good that I didn't. But, like, oh, I wish I could have punched that bitch in the face. Like, that's, like, I feel that way a lot. I get it. Like, service workers, especially fucking servers, people need to be nicer to them. I don't think that's not a hot take either. It's just like, I don't know, genuinely frustrating. That's how you know when somebody's awful. If you meet somebody who's, like, super annoying to the service worker, just wrap it up. Wrap it up. You always gotta be nice to these people. You don't even know what type of bullshit they're dealing with behind the scenes, even in the damn fucking back room of that fucking restaurant. I feel like managers of restaurants are, like, always evil too. Not always, but, like, half the time they are. No, literally. Imagine. I get canceled. No. Like, I could understand, like, the thing is, like, but, like, I'm sorry, if you come in for, like, a fucking, like, $60 haircut, which is a normal price for a haircut, you don't tip me, now you piss me off. I get people who come in all the time for that shit and they don't tip me, and I'm like, okay. Thank you so much. like, okay, like, I'm sorry, you go literally anywhere, unless you go to Supercuts, if you go to literally any salon, at least in the Massachusetts area, all the haircuts are around the same price. Like, my haircuts are relatively cheap, honestly. They're on the cheaper end for Massachusetts. But, like, I understand, obviously, they vary state to state, but, yeah, like, if like, but even then, like, I don't know, like, maybe it's just me, but I don't even care if my server does a bad job. I'm still gonna tip. Like, I'm still gonna tip, but also I do understand the logic of not tipping if somebody sucks. Okay, like that. Okay, is it problematic to say that? Because, like, okay, if you took my order and you didn't make the drink, why would I tip you? You didn't make the drink. Is that crazy to say? I always do tip. I just want to put that out there. I always just hit one of the options because at that point, like the pressure's on. Okay, the pressure is fucking on. But, like, I still tip, but, like, JC Penney, they're asking for tips. That's a new one. That's a new one. It's like, I don't know. Oh, but it's a hair salon. Oh, I thought you meant, like, at the register. I was like, what? Like, the Sweet Green tablet asked me for, mind you, the fucking salad you get at Sweet Green is genuinely like a $25 salad. I have a beef with Sweet Green, like a one-sided beef. Like, what's it called? I literally just think that is like a bum company. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying fucking $25 for a fucking salad. No, yeah, like, well, it's more like with, like, Starbucks. Like around here, like, Starbucks has started paying better like that, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like I always do tip, but, like, I don't like when the option, okay, when you get the tip screen for, like, the Starbucks, okay? I don't even go to Starbucks. I'm just using it as an example. Like a big corporation. And the tip options are 20, 25, and 30. And then the drink is $10. Where's my money going at that point? Like, I know it's going, like, but, like, the thing is, like, I don't trust corporations to give the tips to the employees. That's what I was trying to convey. Like, when it's a small business, I'll always tip and, like, whatever. I don't have any issue tipping a small business because obviously I feel like it's going to go to the employees. But, like, when it's a corporation, there's been so many, like instances of tip fraud. Like, they're actually, like, very much known for it. Like, I remember, like, I think one of my sister's friends, like, worked at Gongcha, and they were genuinely, like doing full-on tip fraud with the tips. Like, no one got tips. You were tipping. Where was it going? It was not going to the employees who were making your drink or even taking the order. Like, that's what annoys me. Like, I sometimes don't trust that my tip is actually going to the employees when I am ordering from, like, a franchise. Oh, we're gifting subs. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you for the gifted sub. Page a sub, page you weren't subbed. The fuck? Sometimes it's your family. Sometimes it really is your family. It's your family. It's the people you think are the closest with you. It's your own people. I didn't cancel because I'm jobless. Alright, we'll let it slide. Whatever, you have it now. But okay, wait. Can we talk about the $700 Olive Garden drama? So, I don't know if you guys know about, if you guys saw this, but this girl got tipped by this couple like $700 because she, like, was a really good server. She was super young. She was, like, about to go to college. She, like, told them she was about to go to college. So they tipped her $700, and then Olive Garden stole her tip. They were like, yeah, we can't accept tips this big. We have to distribute it with everybody. So then the guy canceled his card. He was like, okay, fuck that. Like, fuck that. Like, I wanted the tip to go to you. It's so fucking crazy. Like, that's why I feel that way. Like, I'm just like, some of these companies, like, they are so nasty with the way that, like, I'm sorry, the tip should always never, ever, ever, ever go to the fucking corporation. It should always go to the employee that helped me out. If I ever find out that a place, like, that's why, like, I don't know, I'm still gonna tip, but, like, and I'm gonna tip 20%, but, like, that's gonna, like, in the long run, like, this story is going to discourage people from giving really kind tips out to people that really do deserve it. And just a mess. Just a fucking mess. Like, I know, I feel like it is better to tip in cash. But it's also hard because, like, I don't keep a lot of cash on me, you know? Yeah. We don't even do card tips at my salon because it takes a percentage out of it. That's why I feel like low-key, like, Venmo tips are good. Venmo, if they find out you're being tipped, like, we'll take money out of it. But, like, if you just tell people, like, a little pizza. This is not advice, by the way. Don't do this, guys. Don't do this. But, like, I think Venmo tips are tea. Venmo tips are tea. They should low-key have a little Venmo option for servers and shit, too, because sometimes people don't have cash. Venmo tips are amazing. They should, like, I feel like servers should just start carrying around a little Venmo card. Like, this is my Venmo, by the way. Or, like, maybe they should just put, like, they should have it automatically where, like, if you are signed into, like, the little, like, POS system or whatever, that, like, it automatically puts your Venmo at the bottom so that people don't have to, like, so it's, like, a sanctioned thing. Like, I feel like that, like, Venmo tips are great. I feel like Venmo is a really great avenue for people getting, obviously, Venmo does take a percentage of it, too, but it's not as drastic, like, when you, like, transfer, unless you just wait the fucking 4 to 5 business days. I'm manifesting a better situation for you, Tom, because these people are playing in your face bad. You're like the fucking real estate agent from that SpongeBob episode. Like, they were so excited to play in your face today. But you know what? Tomorrow, I'm also manifesting you get a $500,000 tip. A new and better job is coming. A new and better job is coming, and tomorrow you're getting $1 billion in tips. And then the next day, you're going to get even more money. You're just going to be shocked. You're going to be like, oh my God, there's too much money. I don't know what to do with it. Like, I just, like, I don't know. I've had, like, there was this one time I had, like, really good service, and I tipped the person, like, $100, and they started crying, and I was just, like, I was up on my money. When I'm up on my money, you're able to tell, because I start tipping everybody. I'll tip everybody 50%. Sometimes I'll tip even 100%. I remember me and my mom literally went to, it was always at Friendly's. Like, I just love Friendly's. But, Friendly's one of my favorite restaurants because, so one of my, like, little, like, autism meals is the hot dog and mac and cheese kids meal from Friendly's. I literally DoorDash it to my house, and it's fucking, like, 80 minutes away at this point, like, because I've moved so many times. But, like, Friendly's, it's just, like, so cute, and I fucking, like, I love it. And, but the thing is, like, they're technically not supposed to let me order it because I'm not a child. But I remember we went last time, and I was like, can I please get the kids meal? I really want this. She was like, no problem at all, girl. I was like, oh, we tipped her like 200%. Like, we literally, like, she was bringing the food quick. We were like the only people in there, granted. So I don't think she gave a fuck. But it's like, yep, that's what you do. Especially when you're underage, you don't get carded. Oh, you're tipping that waiter down. But, what's it called? Sorry guys, got distracted. But 5 obviously underage kids. It does suck though, cause I hate, like, what's it called? That would, like, stress me out as a server, because if you get in, like, you could get in trouble for that. Like, you could go to jail for that. Like, let's say those kids got in a car and drove home. Like, I understand why people card now that I'm, like, older and I'm 21, but, like, when I was under 21 and I get carded, I'd be like, fucking kidding me. One of those things you come to accept with age, I feel like. They're passing the drink around, help me. Well, you know what? I learned this fact when I was, like, 11 years old, because I used to have this, like, online bestie. Hope she's doing well, by the way. Love her. Great person. But, she had, what's it called? She had told me that you're allowed to legally drink in Texas, because she was from Texas, what's it called? If your parents allow it, but only at home. So that's not legal what they were doing in your restaurant, but, like, if she was having people over and it was just her, actually no, if it was just her kid, like, if it was, like, just her kid at her house, I'm sure they'd be getting fucked up. They'd be getting drunk as fuck. But she was giving alcohol to the other minors, and if their parents were there and they allowed it, I thought that's so crazy. I didn't, because that's not a thing in Massachusetts. Like, that is, like, not a thing in actually a lot of states. It's, like, it's a Texas and a few other states specific thing. I think you're allowed to drink for religious reasons, like, nationwide. I believe. I could be wrong. But I remember, like, hearing that and thinking, like, yeah, she was like, yeah, we just, like, drank. I just drank with my family. We were, like, 11 years old. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I just remember being, like, so shocked by that because that is, like, not how it is, like, around here. Yeah, my mom used to do that. My mom, like, didn't drink, so she would be like, she'd order a drink and just hand it to me. What are you gonna do? Yeah, like, my parents were, like, so strict about drinking. They were like, no drinking until you're 21. They would, like, let me have a sip sometimes. But it got to a point where I just started drinking beer, and, like, what are they gonna do? You know? When I was younger, I used to, like, be like, you know, like, when you, like, the kid would have, somebody would have, like, a party, and, like, the mom would be like, everybody get out. You guys are all drinking. You guys are gonna get me in trouble. I remember, though, when I was, so I went to, like, this school where, like, a lot of the teachers had kids that went to the school. And it was after prom, and my boyfriend at the time was best friends with the son of the Spanish teacher. And like, I remember we went to her house after prom, and she literally had, like, all this alcohol prepared for us. And I remember thinking, like, girl, like, you work at the school. Like, if I, like, I'm obviously not a snitch, but God forbid, like, my mother went through my phone and saw, like, these videos of me getting fucked up at this woman's house. Like, she would literally not only lose her job, she would go to jail. I was like, oh, like, whatever, like, when I was younger, I remember thinking that was so cool. I was like, oh my God, like, she's so cool. But, like, then I look back, I'm like, wait, that was, like, kind of crazy. Like, that's, like, kind of crazy to do. Like, you're, like, genuinely playing with your life doing some shit like that. Like, feeding a bunch of alcohol to minors in your house. God forbid somebody got fucking alcohol poisoning. Like, you're fucked. Like, you should just never do that. Like, I don't know. One of those things that comes with age. You turn 21 and you're like, I'm above everybody now. Like, that's low-key how I feel. I'm like, yeah, I can get a drink with dinner. Like, when I was 20, ooh, nightmare scenario. But, yeah, our parents had the alcohol locked up bad. That was my fault, though. Yeah, I feel like the teachers' kids were always doing some bullshit. Like, always doing some bullshit. I got caught stealing my dad's alcohol so many times when I was younger. He had to lock that shit up. Then we found the key. I was mess. I know, I feel like if you, like, let your, like, own kid drink, like, as long as they know, like, it's like, you know where your kid's at, you know what I mean? But, like, when, like, you got other people over the house, like, you're playing with other people's, like, parents. Like, other people's parents are not as chill, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think that, like, I don't know. Like, when I have a daughter, you know, like, because I'm gonna have a daughter. Like, if she was, like, 16 and was like, I want to get hammered, I'd be like, okay, girl, like, you need to do it at my house where I know the fuck you are. Let's have a glass of wine, girl. But, like, I don't know. I feel like giving it to other people's kids, like, you don't know. Other people's parents are not. That's not the vibe for them. Sorry, guys. But if I didn't see it, it didn't happen. No, literally, like, you're just overstimulating the fuck out of your kid. Well, I, like, low-key broke my parents. Like, I remember, like, one time, like my mom had caught me smoking weed and, like, drinking, like, so many times. Like, I was, like, such, like, a bad, degenerate kid that, like, I remember one time, like, my mom found Paige's dab pen, and Paige was like, it's not mine. Like, it's Kaya's. And my mom was like, I know, it's yours. Never brought it up again. I was like, oh, you're welcome. Like, you're welcome, because you know how many times I got fucking grounded, like, genuinely, like, locked in my house over this shit? It's literally, like, when you're, like, when you're the oldest sibling, you low-key get the worst out of your parents. They're so fucking strict. When Paige was going through literally anything, my parents did not, like, my sister started doing shit, my parents didn't give a single fuck. They honestly couldn't have cared less. They were like, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't know. But I was also, like, a legit crazy teenager, so I get it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap up the Yapathon now. But I will be back on Monday. And it's going to be me, Tom, Corgi, and Screech. And we are going to be playing the fucking Backrooms. And it's going to be fucking goated. We're going to hope we're going to finish the game. We've been doing so good. Like, we made so much progress. So I think that we really will escape the Backrooms. Like, I think we really will. I have a lot of faith in us. Our teamwork is low-key making the dream work. And yeah, I have a lot of faith. I think it's gonna be goated. We're gonna start at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Central. Central, is that what it's called? I don't know. Yeah, and we're gonna fucking make it out. And obviously, right now, yeah, I'm manifesting. But you know what? We made it through the hard one before. We made it through. All that matters is you get up, you keep going. Obviously, not streaming on Wednesdays for a little bit because, girl, I'm trying to make a bag real quick, okay? But when I start streaming on Wednesdays again, obviously we'll update you guys. Yeah. Also, if you are in the Boston area, please come to my show June 23rd. I'm opening for Kaylin Russo at the Middle East. It's gonna be cutesy and fun. My first show in a while. I'm very excited. So yeah, I didn't want to like talk about it on here because like at the time it like wasn't like it was like confirmed, but like I didn't really have any information about it. But yeah, gonna be cutesy. I'm very excited. Gonna be fun. Gonna be vibes. Obviously, everybody's gonna record it. I'm expecting like I'm gonna make someone record a fan cam of me, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. But anyways, love you guys. Always appreciate a Yapathon with everybody. And yeah, I will see you guys in the Discord. Bye.